Hey, I'm Alex from AmericanMuscle.com with my detailed review and breakdown of the Power Stop Z23 Sport Brake Pad and Rotor Kit fitting your 2012 through current 6-Lug F-150. So this overview is going to cover quite a few things here, like what you can expect in terms of construction and materials of this kit, what you should expect to be spending, an idea on what you're going to be getting in terms of performance, and then last but not least, what it's going to take to get these onto your truck, where I'm going to be giving these a pretty easy 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about 3 hours to get these on. So this kit's going to appeal to the F-150 owner that's either doing a lot of towing and hauling or getting into it, or if you're just looking to make a drastic improvement in your overall brake feel. So right off the bat, this kit right here in front of me today is going to be able to give your truck up to 20% more braking power, which I can absolutely attest to the F-150's braking system being a little bit on the light side. I can't tell you how many times where I've needed to make an emergency stop and just didn't feel that extra bite there when I needed it. So coming out of a car, I can definitely attest to the fact that the brakes in the truck definitely leave a little bit left there on the table, and this is a modification that I would absolutely recommend to anyone that's looking to improve their brake feel, as well as making you that much more safer on the road. But performance aside here, one thing I definitely do want to say is that your wheels are going to be that much more noticeable, as these drilled and slotted rotors are going to be sticking out like a sore thumb essentially, which in my opinion is going to give you a little bit more of a muscular look. So taking a look at the construction and materials here, guys, we're going to see right off the bat that these are obviously drilled, slotted, as well as vented, which I'm going to hit on a little bit later, but these are going to be manufactured from a G3000 steel casting, as well as being finished in a zinc coating. Now, that's going to be specifically so that you're not going to see these rust or corrode over time. So like I said previously about these being drilled and slotted, these are not only going to look good, but they're there to make heat dissipate that much more faster. So when you're on your brakes in extreme braking conditions, these are going to heat up like you might see on a racetrack, but with the setup right here, it's going to allow that heat to dissipate faster, which is in turn going to give you better braking performance. So additionally, the slots in the rotors themselves are actually going to help keep dirt as well as brake dust down, so you're not going to be running back and forth to the car wash every other day just to clean your wheels up. So moving over to the front and the rear pads, these are going to be Power Stop's Z23 pads, which are going to be comprised of a carbon fiber and ceramic construction, which is going to, again, give you up to 20% more braking power when paired with their drilled and slotted rotors. So manufactured using OE positive mold technology, the pads themselves are going to feature an even friction distribution throughout the entire pad, which essentially means that they're going to wear evenly, so you're not going to have to end up replacing one pad over another down the road. Additionally, they're made like this so that they can help keep the noise down under extreme braking conditions, as well as just driving around town. So in terms of pricing here, guys, you should expect to be spending right around $600 for this complete kit, and in my opinion, it's definitely worth its weight in gold, as if you're going to run this in comparison to getting your rotors and pads swapped out of your dealership, I'll probably guarantee you that's going to be quite a few dollars more than that. So again, for the money here, you're not only going to be getting a very well-performing kit that's going to give you upwards of more 20% improved braking power, but it's actually going to look good behind your factory wheels as well. So in terms of the installation here, just like I had said in the beginning of the video, you're going to be looking at a pretty easy 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter, but you should definitely expect to be wrenching on your rig for about 1 to 3 hours tops. So there's really not much to this job here, and any novice wrencher can definitely get away with doing this in their own garage, but it always helps to have a second set of hands around, and maybe even preferably somebody that's done a brake job before on a truck. So looking at the installation here, I'm going to give you a basic idea of what you're going to be doing, but it's not going to be a step-by-step. So you're obviously going to need to pull your wheels and tires off to access your brake assembly. Once you do that, you're going to need to pull the entire thing. Now that's going to consist of your calipers, your pads, and your rotors. Now, while I know it's easier said than done, once they're off, you're going to simply swap these back on. Now, I do want you guys to know that if you're going to be getting into this braking kit or any other braking kit, you need to pay really close attention to the braking procedure, and with Power Stop, this is going to literally be printed right on the box which the pads are going to be coming out of. Again, a fairly easy 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about 1 to 3 hours out in the shop to get these onto your rig. Alright, so just to wrap things up here, some final thoughts. This is definitely a good option for any truck owner that is just not too satisfied with how their braking system is operating in stock form, as well if you're going to be doing any kind of towing or hauling. At the end of the day, you're going to be getting a very good looking kit behind your factory wheels, which is going to help you brake up to 20% more effectively than you would with your factory setup. So that's my review and breakdown for the Power Stop Z23 Evolution Sport Brake Rotor and Pad Kit fitting your 2012 through 2016 6-Lug F-150, available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.